L-aktar pajjiż fl-Ewropa illi meqjusin illi għandna obeżità, speċjalment minn tfal ta' 11-il sena il fuq. Grupp parlamentari Ewropej, immexxi mill-membru parlamentari Dr. Alfred Sanz, talbu bil-miktub lill-Kummissjoni Ewropea u lill-Kunsill tal-Ewropa biex jirrikonoxxu l-obeżità bħala marda kronika. Dawn l-MEPs qegħdin imexxu inizjattiva li tiffoka fuq l-epidemija tal-obeżità illi qed tiżdied fl-Ewropa u li qed tiswa l-gvernijiet Ewropej aktar minn 70 biljun fis-sena fis-servizz tas-saħħa u produttività mitlufa. Id-dikjarazzjoni tbassar li sas-sena 2030 iktar minn 50% tal-Ewropej ikunu obeżi. F'ċertu pajjiżi in-numru ta' nies illi jkollhom piż żejjed jew obeżità jista' jaqbeż saħansitra id-90%. Il-piż tal-ispejjeż kollha jista' jkun aktar minn 70 biljun fis-sena għal pajjiżi Ewropej, dan għaliex l-obeżità tikkawża mart ieħor fosthom id-dijabete, il-mart tal-qalb u forom oħra ta' mart tal-kanċer. U llum biex inkomplu niffukaw aktar fuq saħħitna live fl-istudio waqt il-programm F Living Show. John F. Xuereb flimkien ma' Kristina Aġus. Good afternoon. John, how are you, my big friend?
Thank you.
Hi, Christina. Kif inti?
All right. Yeah.
It's hot outside.
Very nice, though.
Huh?
It's nice. I never complain about the heat.
It's nice.
He likes
I love
the
the
heat.
heat.
Eh.
Yeah, listen, I was raised in Canada. Like London, always raining. So
In
when
Canada
you
the same?
Yes, in Vancouver, always raining. So when it's always raining, it's like a tree in the water, waterlogged. So here I dry out. It's been 6 years and I'm doing fine. Thank you.
Mux ekku, bħalna mbagħad nieħdu gost meta mmorru f'pajjiżi li huma daqsxejn kisħin naraw snow, etc., etc. What do you think about this subject today?
Well, I mean, about obesity or how and how obesity is destroying our human culture, our world culture. It angers me. It truly does. I mean, I've spent 31 years in this aspect of life, doing my very best to know as much as I possibly can about it and to try to help others to stay away from it. But as you know, obesity is an epidemic. It is affecting everyone on a worldwide scale. The problem with it is that obesity isn't getting reduced or better. It's getting worse as time goes on. There are more people suffering with illnesses that are caused by fat and obesity. And kids, it's affecting our children. The future of this country and every country is children, and children today are face down on phones and laptops and PlayStations and TV sets and completely disconnected from the reality of life, and they are not active and they're fat. They eat horrible foods, foods that are fast to get and easy to prepare because everyone is busy working, no one's necessarily preparing meals anymore, and the next generation of kids, without a doubt, I'm sure of this, will not outlive their parents because they are coming into an age already that is full of McDonald's and fast foods and garbage foods and things that are already killing them. The food is not real anymore. The foods that we're ingesting are toxic with sprays and pesticides and herbicides and Roundup. We've got animals being raised with drugs and antibiotics. We've got air pollution going through the roof. You got fossil fuels coming from planes landing on our fields. You have foods that are chemicals and acid and artificial this, artificial that. You got foods that when you look at it, you know people are saying, well, I want to diet, and they grab this food and it says 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 protein, 0 fat. Well, if it's 0 everything, what the hell is it? It's chemicals. And we're passing this over onto people, and our children are getting sick, our parents are getting sick. 80% of people are in the hospital, dying in a hospital with issues. Number one killer of the world right now is heart disease, which 100 years ago was diarrhea. And now it's a heart disease caused by fat. Number 2, stroke by fat. Number 3, diabetes by fat and nutrition. And number 4, cancer, fat and nutrition. We're wiping people off the face of the earth, and we're making a lot of money doing so. So when I see people are struggling with obesity, and I see a lot of people talking about obesity and saying we need to do something about it and we need to change things, we're spending a lot of money on obesity, we're putting money in, and we got to help these people, you're not helping anybody. Because if you want to help people, all you have to do is educate people. Educate them from childhood. Educate them like you taught them how to brush their teeth. Teach them how to take care of themselves, because that's where it's going to come. Education is key. It's not there. It isn't here now. It wasn't here 20 years ago, 50 years ago, 80 years ago, and it's not going to be here in the future. There's no money in it.
Why
There's no money in it.
Why?
What do you mean why? Okay, listen. If you grow up and you have no concept of what you're doing when it comes to eating right, well, I don't know, I look this way, I am this way, my parents say it's genetics, I got big bones, I don't know, my parents are feeding me this, I don't know how to take care of myself, I don't necessarily know what I should be eating, how much I should eat, what my body needs. I mean, do I need something specific? I mean, I don't even realize I'm a human being living, you know, because in reality, people only live when they eat food. So, you know, I mean, I don't know what I need. And lo and behold, I grow up and I'm getting fat and I'm not happy. My confidence is down. My self-esteem is down. You know, okay, well, you know, marketing and media tells me being fat is not nice. It's not attractive. I don't wear nice clothes. You know, I'm being laughed at and ostracized and alienated. So I got to do something. And then everything I do, I go into it, I try to make amends, I try to do the right thing. Maybe I lose a bit of weight, but then when I stop the diet, I gain it back, so on and so forth, and this and this. There's money in this business. There is massive amount of money. There's more money being made in this business of health than there is going out to help people. Okay?
Interessanti ħafna, Kristin, li qed jgħidilna ma xi tajt inti dak li qal jew kellna ngħidu kif tgħidli inti.
ħafna u kif jinstema' John jirrabi ħafna wara l-affarijiet. I mean, xi ħaġa li tolqtu, it's something close, fimt, xi ħaġa li għalih hija importanti di għalih. U kif qal tajjeb hu, fis-sens hawn ħafna nies qawwijin illum il-ġurnata iktar minn qatt qabel. U għaliex ħabba li kelli qegħdin nieklu l-ħajja tagħna maħniex pereżempju qabel kienu jilagħbu barra tfal jew kienu anke biex imorru x'imkien kienu jimxu. Illum kullimkien bil-karozza. It-tfal ma jilabux iktar, tgħidli barra naqa' perikolus biex tilab vera, għax jiena t-tfal tiegħi ma ħallehomx jilagħbu barra. Imma dejjem tista' forsi tmur x'imkien jiena ftoħodhom bir-rota fil-għaxija jew u x'imkien. Inti biex it-tfal jeżerċitaw ruhom qed tifhem. Illum kulħadd ġewwa fuq il-kompjuter u fuq l-iPads jilagħbu, ma jiċċaqilqux, allura ovvjament ħajtilgħu dejjem iktar x'nin. Tifhem, apparti li kelli nieħdu ma jgħinx.
Li qal John ukoll u li naqbel ukoll li qed tgħid Kristina u illi kultant imorru nixtru pereżempju xi prodott u nħarsu lejh u ngħidu mela dat zero, din zero, din zero, din zero. U l-ewwel wieħed jien ngħid da tajjeb għalija. Zero kollox. Imma llum ġibidli attenzjoni u qalli allura x'fih? X'inhu dak? Kollox artifiċjali. Allura għax fih zeros minn dawn l-affarijiet huwa taħseb li tajjeb għalik, taħseb li tajjeb għalina u l-frott u l-ħaxix illi aħna nieklu. Kultant tibda tgħid di tal-plastik. Vera? Għaddiri mardux nitfaw delli kraħ fuqħat u mardux nitġeneralizzaw u koll. Imma ħafna drabu najdu għam daw l-affarijiet l-aħwa xi bżaru kulurit, kemmu aħmar, kemmu sabi, isu tal-plastik. In-natura ma tamlux hekk ta'. Għaddiri impossibli, għaxin ma niftakax li kienu jkunu hekk, kienu jkunu mawġin, kienu jkunu daqsxejn difettużi, imma kienu jkunu tajbin. U ħafna drabi najdu ma għalix li keltan għanna kien ikun tajjeb.
Ejja, it-toma, eżatt. Anka tuħu fejna fina, kif qed tajt inti semmejt bżarju xi strawberry, it-toma ta' xejn, toma ta' ilma. Exactly, they don't taste, they taste so nothing.
It's about money. We live in a monetary society. Everyone understands this. We need money to survive. So everyone is chasing money. So now if I'm a farmer, for example, and you know, 50 years ago, it took me, for example, 6 months to raise, you know, an animal to slaughter it up and make money. Well, what if I could expedite that by feeding the animal full of drugs, and the animal now grows in 2 months, and I put him to slaughter, and I make the money 3 times as much. So now you see chickens growing in these hatcheries where they can't even move, and within 2 weeks they're blown right up and then they're shipped off. This is about making money. So businessmen who want to make money, they have to cut corners. They got to do what they got to do to make their mony. They don't want to sit there and put their investment out and wait and wait and wait. They want to turn over. So this is what drives. So business is where it's all at. It's driven by business, and the people that suffer for businesses making money, and I don't mean just farmers or I mean everything, business across the board, is the human population, because they're the ones in the dark. They don't know any different. I mean, if you don't know anything, what do you expect to accomplish? What can you accomplish when you don't know anything? Nothing. So if you're desperate to change and you go and ask somebody, listen, please help me, I want to change. What if they don't know what they're doing, let alone, you understand? So it's like the blind leading the blind. You put yourself at grave danger when you are ignorant to the reality of what's really going on, and then you start asking other people to help you. Okay, I know for a fact, I talk to people and they say to me, oh, I can't get this weight off. My doctor, they said, listen, you know what, eat 500 calories a day. 500 calories a day. Now, how can a professional tell a person to eat 500 calories a day? You might as well ship them off to Sudan where there's no food and say this is good for you. As a matter of fact, one person told me that her doctor said, well, listen, they don't have any food in Africa and they're fine.
Yes.
Absolutely. It's ridiculous. Human beings live off of energy coming from food. So you do not tell someone to go out and starve yourself to lose weight. It's ridiculous. And the simple fact that people are always trying to lose weight is the wrong idea, because they need to lose the fat. And when people are dieting and cutting out their foods, all they're doing is losing weight and getting sick. So it, again, perpetuates them going back into a system where they are now needing even more serious help, medication, so on and so forth. So it's a business.
Telefonata għan uħduwa, jider li wkoll dan huwa suġġett ieħor interessanti llum fil-programm. Hello? Okay, baxxi television, jekk jogħġbok is-sound ta' televiżjoni. Hello?
Hello?
Insellimlek, sinjura.
Inselmilkom taħi u ningrazzjakom dejjem. U profet kemm qed jitkellem bis-sens tal-mistednin li għandek. Nixtieq insaqsi ġiex mistoqsijiet jogħġbok. Meta borza ikun fiha 0.16 melħ solt, dik ħażin ħafna, 0.16, u xtaqt nistaqsi mistoqsija oħra. Vera ħobs mixwi iħaxxen inqas. U nirringrazzjakom. Bye bye.
Oh, 0.16 biex ma ninsiex. Did you understand?
No.
No, okay. Iva, naf li inti iva bil-Malti.
So she asked if, like, on a particular package, there is 0.16 grams of salt. Is it bad?
Well, I mean, it all depends on the size of the package and the
Most probably per 100 grams.
Yeah, okay. So no, it's not a lot of salt. I mean, it's a lot of salt maybe for a specific person, or another person maybe not. I mean, you can't. That's not an issue. I mean, there's sodium in all foods, and how much is good or how much is bad for a person is based on their own individual circumstances, and that's what it's coming down to. Like someone might be calling, for example, if she would have said something like this: "Listen, I have high blood pressure and I'm at risk for heart disease. Is this too much salt?" Then you might say, well, unfortunately, you need to be careful about the amount of sodium that you take in, because you're going to ultimately have water retention, puts more pressure on the heart, so on and so forth. So it's kind of a vague question, because it is coming down to what's specific about a person. And that, I think, is something that is very important that people need to understand.
But we have to avoid salt.
You don't have to avoid salt. No, why is it? Of course, you can have salt. I mean, salt in preparation of food is fine. Maybe don't put so much salt on the food afterwards. But sodium is part of our makeup, so there's nothing wrong with having salt. But everything in moderation is, what we would say is fine.
Even those who have blood pressure?
Well, you would be careful about that then, of course, right? You would be careful about the amount of sodium you take in when someone has high blood pressure, because obviously the water retention that comes from it and so on and so forth. But again, this is what my point is that there are so many different types of people in different types of circumstances that you cannot blanket the answer and say, listen, everyone who has a heart condition cannot eat salt. It's not the case. I mean, when you look at human beings, you have to understand that there is no one that's like them. There's no one that's like you or like me. Now, if you and I both want to watch our eating, we might go shopping and pick up a box of cereal, and at the side of the cereal it would say general recommendations are that this, and this, what we should eat. But we're not the same. So how is there anything as general?
Di tajjeb li nerġgħu nispjegaw għax John kien qalilna l-ewwel darba li tqajt miegħu hawnhekk Kristina li ma nistgħux li ngħidu isma' u dak li żball qed isir li ċertu prodotti naħsbu li huma tajbin għal kulħadd.
Eżatt, għax mhux kulħadd l-istess kif qed jgħid John. Issa, dil-mara ma nafux jekk tbatix pereżempju bi pressjoni għolja, għax f'dak il-każ jista' jkun li dak l-ammont mhuwiex tajjeb għaliha. Ġifieri ma speċifikatx, tifhem. Let's take into consideration that this viewer hasn't got any problems at all with blood pressure or, you know. So is that 0.16
fine,
grams?
absolutely fine. Okay. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever.
Okay, saqsidna wkoll fuq il-hops.
Exactly.
And it has nothing to do with obesity. Right. Salt has nothing to do with obesity. So, no, of course, there's no problem with whatsoever. Again, as I said, it always depends on the person's personal circumstances.
Another question she had was, she asked whether
Toast bread or
toasted bread is better than normal bread. I mean, if it's whether
well, I don't think there's any,
bread is better
I would say
than
there's
white.
nothing wrong with having bread or toasted bread. Bread is bread, unless, of course, you burn the bread to the point that it's carcinogenic, and then that would be bad. So toast and bread are the same thing.
The same thing. Aktar telefonati, hello.
Hello.
Nsellim lek.
Thank you. Nistaqs il-ġonek joġbok. L-offerta li ġab.
Fuq xi offerti tista' tħalli d-dettalji tiegħek unkellmuk ta' mhux problema. Aktar tard waqt li jkun John spiċċa mis-sessjoni. Tistgħu tibqgħu iċċemplu. Għaliex dan huwa suġġett interessanti ħafna ħbib tiegħi. Aħna rridu li jkollna poplu san, poplu b'saħħtu. Ir-rapporti li qegħdin joħorġu huma inkwetanti. Illa li xmeta tara li għal-kem din il-kampanja għaddejja fuq l-obeżità u aħna nipritkaw minn hawnhekk, imma ma tissib min illi jkun hawn min qed jaħdem kontra b'mod indirett bla ma nindunaw. Kif qed jgħidilna John. What do you think about this proposal about obesity, the government, the European governments? To do something about obesity.
They should be doing something about it. I mean, governments should be stepping in and doing something about it, but they shouldn't just talk about doing something about it. They should do something about it that's lasting. And what I mean by that is, and this is just my personal opinion right now.
We have to have an action.
You have to have an action. You can't stand up and say, listen, you know, we're fighting for the rights of you people, so we think we should make something actually happen. Make something happen that actually makes a difference. For example, if you're going to legislate anything, legislate that schools cannot have canteens in their classroom, in the schools, that are selling Coca-Cola and all the crappy junk food that there is. And if you take it out of the schools, make sure that there's no one in the parking lot that's selling the same kind of crappy food to the kids. That's one. Legislation. Legislate that when kids are going to school, that they are taught about nutrition. And not taught in a general way, but taught what makes them unique and different. Give kids an opportunity to actually learn to make a difference for their future. So basically what we're saying is that the governments really want to help and change things, educate each child, which can be done, so that they grow up with the best tools so that they can avoid doing the wrong things, so that they can be healthy, active, and live a healthy, prosperous life. But right now, unfortunately, I don't see that trend changing very much. I mean, I see 3-year-olds with iPads, so I mean, the education's not getting through. We're putting them down the wrong path. We're not getting them outside. We're not creating more after-school programs. We need to create more opportunities for kids to be playing and making sure that's happening, rather than leaving them inside doing the things that are not helpful for them. I mean, governments need to step up and see that this is an epidemic, and they need to start to look at the simple fact that the money that they're spending out in healthcare can be radically reduced if they educate people on how to live a healthier life. You'll see less people in clinics, less people in hospitals, less people on medication, if that's in fact what they really, truly want.
Okay, nkomplu aktar telefonati, il-komplement tal-War of Senator Tajb, fakkarkom li minawnu fit-telħin ieħor ħajqat magħna wkoll il-kap tal-Oppożizzjoni, Dr. Simon Busuttil, flimkien ma' Kevin Merċieqa, fejn għandna sija fil-kumpanija ta' xulxin, fejn ukoll ħanisimgħu diversi argumenti interessanti ħafna li jolqtu lilkom il-poplu Malti u Awċi. Okay, telefonata oħra, hello.
Hello.
Nisellimlek.
Qed nisimgħak. Ħanajdek li jina naqbel maħħadi tal-obezita. Jafna drabi aħna il-ġenituri li qegħdin narqu l-tfal tagħna għaliex kif għadna li għunet barra li ma jilabux barra u ma jiġrux. Dikinar ġew il-nepotit tiegħi għadhom żgħar, all right? 11 sena u 8 snin. Imbagħad, all right, jina nagħtihom ħaxix, però mbagħad ġew il-sijiet l-oħra u ġabulhom iċ-chips bil-fors. All right? Allora huma missewhom xi mbagħad iċ-chips għax ma mdorin il-mdorinek, ma bad ġabu ħafna hops. Illi għasa kien għal xejn. Ġibri, anke kemm jista' jkun li jana nieħdu affarijiet illi huma pereżempju roasted u mhux deep fried. Indaqdu, però hekk kienu ma dejjem sejatuhom dawn li jonkella le dik ma nħobbix u dik ma nħobbix u dik ma nħobbix it-tfal. Qegħdin jitilgħu naqra anke b'sit żejjed aħna dari meta konna żgħar aħna il-mama kienet tgħidilna dak ħareġ il-kunvent. Immort orajt nemmen li t-tfal għandhom ikollhom speċi jekk inti ma jħobbux il-piżelli ma jieħduwiex il-piżelli, imma mhux fimti affarijiet li dejjem se jieħdu affarijiet li huma fried, dejjem affarijiet kollox.
Inti nanna voldiri?
Skużi biex qed nisimgħu.
Inti nanna voldiri? Għandek il-nepotijiet tiegħek?
Għandi il-nepotijiet jien il-nanna. Jiena nipprova qed għandek nipprova tinstema' fil-bot inti.
Qed nisimgħek sew tajjin.
Rajt, ma inti tinstema' ħafna fil-bot. Le, aħna ġifieri jiena nipprova qed tifhem nagħtihom il-dana. Imma mbagħad jiġu xi sijiet u jġibulhom iċ-chips.
Interessanti ħafna. Nirringrazzjaw.
Jibqgħu hemmhekk, inħlew iċ-chips għax ħadd ma nużhomx.
Nirringrazzjawk, Sinjura, tagħna ħoggos ħafna nisma' wkoll ċertu nanniet u ġvera llum il-ġurnata illi wkoll jieħdu ħsieb in-nepotijiet tagħhom u napprezza ħafna illi anki wkoll qegħdin tagħmlu dan. Kristina?
Kif qalet sew Sinjura, vera sew qalet, l-ewwel tibda mid-denti jekk it-tfal ma tihomx affarijiet healthy, affarijiet homemade tipo, ma jistgħux jaqbdu dak il-vizzju li jieklu tajjeb u li jieklu affarijiet ġenwini. Per eżempju, tagħmel this lady was saying that you have to give your children, when you cook, you have to give them like real food. For example, she roasted potatoes or roasted meat.
And avoid
junk food, like avoid chips, fried chips, or deep fried stuff.
We have to go back to the way it was 100 years ago, where we lived off the land, where we ate veg, and everything that we touched was pretty much cleaner than it was today. But then we also have to go back to the other fact, and that is this: is that I don't care how many people are out there that think that they eat well, that they eat natural foods, and that they they stay away from fast foods, that they eat salads and they have eggs and they do these types of things and fruits and so on and so forth. You still see those people that are obese, and one of the reasons why they're still obese is because they forgot one major thing in life, and that is that they're not active any longer. You can't sit around on your backside watching TV or always working, sitting down, doing nothing, cleaning the house, which is not activity. It is work, but it's not activity, it's not exercise. And you cannot be doing this all of your life and expect that you're going to burn off that fat, because fat will accumulate throughout life. It will accumulate from overeating the wrong things, and in a lot of cases, which most people do not really understand at all, you will get fat from under-eating, because starving yourself ultimately turns your body into an environment where your body eats its own muscle tissue and stores fat. So everyone is getting fat, and no one is being active, okay? Or there are lots of those that are out there being active, and they're not eating any food. This is coming down to the same thing as I said before. It's education. Everyone is different. What I can eat and how much I could eat 6,000 calories a day. You couldn't, you'd get fat. I could eat it because I'm doing this, 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 and this. My body style is like this. My metabolism is like this. And everyone is unique. So you cannot pick up a book. You can't pick up a website on the internet. You can't talk to a doctor and him tell you 500 calories is right for you. You can't, no one knows what's right for you. You're the one who needs to know what's right for you. It's your body, because you need to be taught that.
How can I find the right
well, then
diet?
Now you went, okay, but first of all, we don't want to diet. Dieting is the wrong thing to do. You want to eat a healthy life. You want to have a healthy lifestyle and eating healthy. It's not a diet. Diet is a marketing word, and it is a horrible word, dieting. It is an action.
You don't like that word.
It's an action. It used to be a diet was, you know, okay, like a horse's diet comes from oats. That's what it meant. It was primarily what we ate. Our diet is certain types of foods. But we have turned it into a marketing word. If you write diet in the internet on Google, you will find Pritikin, Atkins, Zone, Mediterranean, this one, that one, no carb, low carb, all these crazy diets that people will do left, right, and center and still get fat and at the same time get weak, tired, sick, malnourished, deprived mentally. Everything will happen to them. You said, you know, governments need to do something. Governments need to educate. So your question about how is to educate children on the specifics. The specifics. I can tell you a million things right now and you'll say, I didn't know that. People will listen to me and think maybe I'm talking stupid because I'm telling people that they're getting fat by eating less. A woman won't want to eat 1,600, 1,800 calories a day. She'll want to eat what she heard from culture for the last 80 years. Eat less than you need, or eat 1,200 calories per day. And that's what they think. But tell me something. If this is a Mini Cooper car and this is a bus, would you feed both of them 10 euros of petrol to drive 100 kilometers?
No.
Why? They're not the same. What's not the same? Everything. The frame, the engine, the heart, nothing's the same. So human beings are exactly like that. We're all uniquely different. So you can't say general recommendation states and do this. This is why people are failing. I mean, you know, you can't walk around in life guessing all your way through life. Well, I'll do this diet. Well, I'll do that one. Why are you doing that one? Because someone said this. Well, someone said that. Well, that's guessing. And when you guess, you never get where you want to go, ever. The only way to be successful is to know where you're going and know what you need. And to know what you need, you have to be taught. And unfortunately, that education is not readily available. You won't find it on the internet. You might find pieces of it here, there, and there, and there, and trying to connect the dots would be impossible. It's not available. It's not available for the simple fact that if you educate people to do the right thing from childhood, you will not see children obese, meaning you won't see adults obese. You won't see people sick. You'll see huge numbers less with diabetes, heart disease, stroke, cancer, fibromyalgia, MS, all of these things. You will see these things literally sliding off the scale. Because, why? Because they're healthy. It's not about losing weight, it's about being healthy. And we're not a healthy nation. Malta is definitely not healthy. Go outside and you'll see 2/3 of the people walking past you fat. Even if they're skinny, they're still fat. They're thin and cellulite fat. Why? Because they have eating issues. They're afraid to eat, they eat too much, they love to eat, they eat too much, no one is active. What do you mean why? Go outside and see how many kids are playing on the street right now, playing hide and seek or tag or doing this. Where is it? I don't see it. Where are they? When you go out for a restaurant, what do you see? No one's cooking. People aren't cooking as much as they used to cook, sitting around the table together as a family. They're out at a restaurant and sitting down and looking at their Facebook and eating food. Look at McDonald's. As soon as you open a McDonald's, how busy is McDonald's? Sorry. Okay, so sorry. Look at any fast food chain. Not to you know, pick on one. Yeah, be specific. Just look at any fast food place. Look at any outlet that is producing food fast like this. Always busy.
But it's tasty as well.
So is natural, healthy foods as well. I mean, our taste buds are so convoluted now because we eat so much junk that we don't even know what anything tastes like. You eat a burger, you don't even know what it tastes like. But if you clean your palate, you taste the strawberry, you go, oh my God, how amazing. All right, think of this for a second. If I want to go out and I want to buy a Happy Meal, I want to have a Happy Meal anywhere I want to go. If I want a meal, I can go buy a burger, fries, and a drink for maybe €5. If I want to go to somewhere else and get a salad, it's going to cost me 15. How's that possible? Why do you think it's possible to spend 15 euros on a salad and 5 euros on this? America is perfect for this. They have fast food joints that make burgers this big and it's so cheap. Why? Because people don't have the money and they spend it on this, and because they spend it on this, they get fat and sick, and their insurance policies, their medical insurances, they're always in the hospital with illnesses, generating money. But, well, I can't afford 15 euros for a salad. I'm going to eat the burger.
Interessanti ħafna l-lum id-diskussjoni tagħna li kellna flimkien ma' John. Kristina, l-aħħar mistax min-naħa tiegħek.
Bażikament kif qed jgħid John, nedukaw ruħna u minn hemmhekk iridu nibdew. L-edukazzjoni hija importanti ħafna għax mingħajrha ma ħanaslu mkien. Ġifieri jekk aħna ma nkunux nafu x'għandna nagħmlu u kif għandna nimxu l qudiem, nimxu lura nistgħu mhux il qudiem. Jonqgħu fejn aħna.
Grazzi ħafna Kristina, grazzi ħafna John, thank you very much. Good day, good afternoon. Grazzi ħafna. Ħbib tiegħi minn hawn u ftit tal-ħin ieħor, Dr. Simon Busuttil, kap tal-Oppożizzjoni ħajkun magħna llum sal-ħin tas-sitta f'din it-trasmissjoni speċjali. Llum estendejna l-programma tal-apposta normalment indu magħkom 5 sigħat kuljum il-ħin tal-ofsinhar sal-ħin tal-5. Imma Kevin Merċi qiegħed magħna wkoll biex flimkien inħejju ruħna għal din l-intervista esklusiva waqt il-programm tagħna F-Living Show. Ftit mumenti ta' riklami u mbagħad wara ninaqdu minnu fih ma' Dr. Simon Busuttil. Bqgħu magħna.